Hey guys, Tech Guy Charlie here and welcome to the channel. So in this video, I am going to show you some of the top best features of the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 and along the way also give you some tips and tricks that you will find quite useful. And guys, if you like watching these kind of videos, make sure to subscribe because I will be making plenty of videos about this phone. And as always, you can download the wallpaper from my Flickr account. The link is in the video's description along with the timestamps. Alright, so this is a foldable smartphone. You can actually fold its screen partially and have the top part of the screen face you while the phone is sitting on a table. And you'll also notice that many apps will adopt to this change and they will show up on the top part of the screen, which is the one that's facing you. For example, when you have the phone partially folded, the gallery puts the touch controls at the bottom and the photo on the top half of the screen. Open the phone all the way and the gallery will go back to its normal view. Samsung calls this feature Flex Mode. And this can be extremely useful for video calls because you don't need any support, stand, or a tripod to have the phone face you and be stable while you are on a video call. It's kinda impossible to make a normal phone sit upright without a stand or a tripod. But with the Z Flip, there are no such issues. This is probably the most underrated feature because it's always a challenge to have the phone sit upright while on a video call. This feature also works with the camera. When you've got the camera app running and you fold the phone halfway through, the camera will adopt to this change and now the top part of the screen will be your viewfinder and your controls will be on the bottom half of the screen. Video recording is kind of fun in this mode because you can hold the phone like a traditional camcorder, which kinda gives you more stability. This feature is called Flex Cam. You can also have the phone sit on a flat surface and take selfies. Just wave your hand in front of the screen and the phone will automatically take a photo after a couple of seconds. And having the phone sit on a flat surface like this also gives you an opportunity to take low light photos without a tripod. So I took a 15-second exposure photo in the night mode and I gotta say the results were phenomenal. So you can get really creative with the Flex Camera feature. Now the settings for Flex Mode are inside the advanced features. Now here tap on Labs and then Flex Mode panel. And from here you can enable or disable the Flex Mode feature for individual applications as well as check which apps support this feature. One of the best features of the Galaxy Z Flip is its cover screen. It can do a lot of things like show you the time, notifications, music player controls, weather, pedometer, calendar, and some miscellaneous widgets. You can even use this as the camera viewfinder. Just double tap the power button and that will launch the camera. Awesome, right? Now, there is a whole bunch of customization that you can do to this cover screen to make it look even more attractive and functional. Let me walk you through some of them. Alright, so open up your phone, drop down the notification panel and go to settings. Then scroll down to cover screen. So first, let's customize the clock by going into clock style. So this is the basic clock that is currently selected and there are plenty of styles that you can choose from. You've even got some really nice animated graphical clock styles. This is one of my favorites and it does look really nice on the cover screen. And you can customize these even further by tapping here, and this allows you to pick a different animated background image or even change the color of the text. And in some of them you can even change the color of the animation. So the customization depends on which graphical clock you select. Now, if you want to put your own image in the background, you'll need to select one of these basic clock styles. Then tap on Clock Background Image and select your own picture from the gallery. And you can select multiple images if you'd like. So now, whenever you wake the phone up, the clock is gonna show you a different background image from the ones that you have picked from the gallery. Now, you've also got the cover screen widgets. These are the ones that appear when you swipe the clock to the left. By default, only some of them are enabled, so you will have to switch some of these on. Like if you want to see the weather on the cover screen, you will need to go to the cover screen settings and then widgets. Over here, switch on the weather widget. If you want a pedometer, switch on Samsung Health. Lastly, you can also change their position by tapping on this button and changing the position from here. And this will also change their position on the cover screen. Amazing, right? This shows you how customizable the cover screen really is. Now, you guys already know that the cover screen shows you notifications like when you get a text message. But did you know that you can also reply to the text message right from the cover screen itself? So, if we wake the phone up and swipe to the left, you can see we've got a notification from WhatsApp. Someone has sent a text message. So to reply to this message from the cover screen, open the message and scroll down until you see this mic icon. Tap this and say whatever you want to send. Hey, my day has been great. I made some videos about the Galaxy Z Flip. I hope you are doing good. And the phone will translate your speech into text, which you can now send. So as you can see, the text message has arrived on our other phone. Amazing, right? And yes, you can also take phone calls. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? Now, here's a fun feature. You can set the phone to automatically answer the call as soon as you open the screen and close the screen to end the call. This is exactly how the early 2000s flip phones used to work. Pretty cool, right? And by default, this feature is not turned on. So let me show you how to configure this. Alright, so what you want to do is open the dialer, tap on these three dots and go to settings. Here, tap on flip options. And from this list, enable open phone to answer calls. You also might want to enable turn off speaker when the phone opens, because when you answer calls from the cover screen, by default the phone puts the call on the speaker phone. So by enabling this, the call will be automatically transferred to the earpiece speaker as soon as you flip the phone open. And lastly, also enable close phone to end calls if you want the phone to automatically disconnect the call when you close the screen. Now, as for using the camera on the front display, all you have to do is press the power button twice and that will launch the camera. Now inside here, you've got three camera modes that you can change by swiping. So you've got the portrait mode on the left, which gives you that DSLR-like effect by blurring the background. Then you've got the standard photo mode and the video mode. To take a picture or to record a video, just tap the screen once and the phone will take a photo or record a video. Alternatively, you can wave your hand in front of the camera and that will also take a photo. You can also switch to the ultra-wide camera by swiping your finger from top to bottom. Very simple and easy to use. By the way, what you are seeing on the cover screen is a zoomed in view of what the camera captures. Let me demonstrate. So if we take a photo, you will see that the camera captures a lot more than what you can see on the cover screen. If you want to see exactly what the camera captures, then double tap the viewfinder and the phone will now show you exactly what the camera is going to capture. So this is an extremely useful tip. Lastly, you also get a compact version of this quick panel on the cover screen. So press the power button to wake the phone up and then swipe down the cover screen to open up the quick panel. And from here, you can toggle certain features of the phone. You can even change the brightness of the cover screen right from here. And also use the camera LED as a flashlight. So tap on the flashlight icon, turn the phone away from your face because the light is bright, and then use the volume keys to turn the flashlight on or off. This shows you how awesome and functional the cover screen really is. It's one of those things that makes this phone so unique and makes it stand apart from all other Androids. Now, you might have noticed that the clock on the cover screen turns off by itself after a couple of seconds. If you want the clock to always be there on the cover screen, then you will need to configure the always on display. Because on this phone, the always on display controls both the cover screen clock as well as the clock that appears on the main display. And this shows you the time, music information and notifications while the screen is turned off. And on the cover screen, it's gonna always show you the clock, which is very useful. Let me show you how to configure the always on display. So drop down the notification panel, go to settings and scroll down to lock screen. Then tap on always on display. So first, you've got the 4 different always on display modes. By default, the phone will be set to the first one. That is, you have to tap on the screen to see the clock. The working principle is the same on the cover screen. You will have to tap once to see the clock. The second one is show always, meaning the clock will always be displayed when the screen is off. This obviously consumes more battery, but it does make the phone look cool, especially the cover screen. The third one lets you set a schedule for when the always on display should be turned on and off. And finally, the fourth option displays the clock only when the phone receives a new notification. So if I send a text message onto this phone, you will see that the always on display will come on and it will stay on until I manually dismiss the notification. And it will stay off until the phone receives another new notification. And lastly, if you want to see the music information along with the clock, then enable Show Music Information. Now, if you would like to customize the clock that appears on the main display, go back to the Always On display settings and then tap on Clock Style. Here you've got a set of clocks that you can pick, and you can even set a calendar as your Always On display and obviously change its color. Now, if you want an image or something more interesting, then tap on Image Clock. The first option lets you set a sticker as your Always On display. You can even set your Bitmoji from over here. You can also download more stickers if you would like by tapping on this icon, and this will take you to the Galaxy Store from where you can download additional stickers. And if you're not satisfied with this collection, you can also download additional Always On display themes. And once again, there are plenty of free Always On display themes available for download. And here's a hidden feature for you guys. If you tap on the clock that appears on the lock screen, this opens something called the lock screen widgets. So you've got the music player, weather, calendar, alarms, digital well-being, and the sound recorder widget that lets you record audio directly from the lock screen without unlocking your phone. And if you want to customize these, tap on settings and you can turn them on and off individually and even change their order according to your liking. Now, the best part is that you can also view these widgets on the Always On display. So make sure Always On display is turned on. In our case, it is. So on the Always On display, double tap on the clock and swipe down. And this opens up the Always On display widgets. It is the same thing as the lock screen widgets, but these appear on the Always On display. So these are awesome, right? Did you guys know that Samsung smartphones can play music on two Bluetooth devices simultaneously? So as you can hear, the same song is playing over two Bluetooth headsets simultaneously, and this is great for enjoying music together with a friend over headphones. So let me show you how to get this feature to work. Okay, so first start by pairing two Bluetooth devices to your phone. It can be anything, two headsets, two speakers, or speaker or a headset. For demonstration, let's pair a speaker and a headset. And here is a tip for you guys. If your headset or a speaker has NFC, just tap the back of your phone with your Bluetooth audio device. The location of NFC is shown by this little logo. And as you can see, this seamlessly lets you pair Bluetooth audio devices to your smartphone. You don't have to go through the cumbersome process of pairing Bluetooth devices. Now, once both the Bluetooth audio devices are paired and connected to the phone, drop down the notification panel and tap on Media Output. From here, enable audio output for both of the devices. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Now when you play music, it's gonna play on both the Bluetooth audio devices, as you can hear. Now you can also control volume for individual devices by pressing the volume button. You can see we have two volume controls. So this allows you to change the volume for individual Bluetooth audio device. This feature is awesome for listening to music together with a friend through headphones. Now to switch the audio back to the phone, once again go back to the same menu, just tap on this phone and the music will start playing through the phone's internal speaker. You don't even need to disconnect the Bluetooth headset or the speaker. That's pretty amazing, right? So you guys already know that the Galaxy Z Flip comes with wireless charging. But did you know that this phone also comes with reverse wireless charging? And this feature allows your Galaxy Z Flip to charge up other wireless charging capable devices such as this Galaxy Watch. Just place it on the back of your phone and it will start charging. Awesome feature, right? So here is how you activate this feature. drop down the notification panel and look for wireless power share. If the button is not here, tap on the plus icon and drag and drop the wireless power share button down over here. So here it is. So now just tap on this to activate the wireless power share feature. And now you can place devices that are capable of wireless charging on the back of your phone and they will just charge. By the way, you can also charge up other smartphones, but it's not really efficient, so it's best that you charge up small gadgets like the Galaxy Watch or the Galaxy Buds. Oh, and here's a tip. Whenever you want to charge up your Galaxy Buds or the watch, just plug your phone in and then activate the wireless power share feature. This way, both your phone and the watch will charge together. And finally guys, you can also use Samsung Pay on the cover screen. So wake the phone up and then swipe up from the bottom of the cover screen. And this will launch Samsung Pay. And Samsung Pay is awesome. This allows you to make contactless payments via your credit or debit card. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and if you have enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel because I've got more videos coming up about the Galaxy Z Flip. Okay, so thank you for watching and stay tuned.